Calling out around the world. Are you ready for some hardcore shit? Summer's here and the time is right for slam dancing on the internet. They're dancing in Denmark, slam dancing on the internet. Out in Belgium, what's happening? What's happening, gang? It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, the Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, Your Core Hardcore fan page, and, of course, The Organic Grill. What's up? What's up? Wednesday show today. That means we got Rap Bones on. We also got, of course, Hardcore Shutterbug. No, they're dancing in Norway. Slam dancing in the street. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Hope you well. Am I okay? I'm far from okay. There you go. What's up, Anthony? How are you? Davey Gunner, what's up, my man? Astoria, Queens represent. What's up? What's up? Good, good. Yeah, Florida's getting to me. You can see I'm down here in Florida. You know what that means, right? All my friends are here. All our old friends are back for the Florida show. Even Jim. Jim is back. Arnie Stone's here. The big question is this going to ring during the show today? Let's hope so. Always the source of much entertainment. That's right. That's right. Jim is back. There you go. That said, there you go. There you go. Good to see everybody. What's happening, Philippe, up in Montreal? Wow. Is it snowing up there yet? You know, it's like watching Mick Jagger. That's right. Dancing in the street. Remember that? Yeah, him and David Bowie did that wretched version, right? God, that was brutal. That was oh, God. Yep. Yes, Laurie Dawn. It is the return of awesome background art provided by my ex-wife, Christine Cambria. Go check her art out. It is truly amazing. Here you go. Instagram at ccambria, www.sincerelyjoy.com. Incredible artist, incredible art. Go check it out. All right. Hope you're well, Lori. Let me say this. Got a show coming up on Sunday. Coming up this Sunday. Should be cool. From Dog Eat Dog. Are you John Connor? Are you John Connor, Dog Eat Dog? This Sunday, John Connor, Dog Eat Dog. You know, should be cool. You know what? I'm gonna say this right now on the show. John Connor, unless something's changed since last time I talked to him. Yep. John Connor's day job is he drives a Zamboni. So how cool is that? Fuck that he's in fuck Dog Eat Dog and all that. Who cares about that? Dude drives a Zamboni. That'll get you on the show, right? Seriously. Yep. Then after John Connor, of course, we have Mr. AC Slade of Murder Dolls, Dope, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and the Misfits. So super stoked to have AC Slade on the show. Has a whole coffee line as well. And then after that is the big 75th show. You know, I want to ask you something. Hold on a second. 75th show coming up with Walter Schreifels, Gorilla Biscuits, Youth of Today, Quicksand, you know, your band's name here. Let me get that Christine Cambria banner off there. Hold on. I want to ask you a question. Is Walter Schreifels and AC Slade the same guy? Certainly looks that way. That said, let's keep it moving and grooving, everybody. You say you like to gamble. AC Slade. You know I'm born to lose and gambling's for fools. But that's the way Jim likes it, baby. He didn't live forever. Yeah. Yes, Davey. Your man Walter. Yep. Yep. Pretty guys in hardcore, right? I mean, usually hardcore is like humanoids, cyborgs, hybrids, mutants, you know. What's a Zamboni? What's up, Tommy? What's a Zamboni? I'm not going to answer that. You guys can answer that in the chat room. What is a Zamboni? Hey, Whitney. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Oh, you used to drive a Zamboni too? Zamboni drivers unite. United and strong. All right. Enough of me talking about me. Let's hear you talk about me. There he is.
What's up?
The hardcore shutterbug.
What's up? What's up?
What's it?
Hey, speaking of you, that was a pretty sick jump I saw you do in the intro.
You like that?
That was new. That wasn't in last week, was it?
Yo, it's sick.
Nice.
There's a whole clip. I got to play it one of these days. Like I'm going off. It's actually me and Rat Bones, but I'm the one jumping.
Ah, the turntables have turned.
The turntables have turned. Yes, they have. What's happening, bro?
Not too much. It's a little cold in the box today.
Is it?
Cold? Yep, it's cold. The box is cold and damp today.
Where's my photos of the day? What have you done with them?
Uh-oh.
What have you done? All right, hold on. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't
panic, people.
Don't panic, party people. Party people, it's the place to be. I go to St. John's University. All right, I'm lining up photos of the day here.
There we go. There we go.
These are cool, man. I know what some of these are. Yeah, you know what?
I figured we'd take Toby. Toby's a pretty versatile guy. Kind of inspired me to go in a little different direction today. So
yeah, for sure. All right. All right. Big Steve M. That's right. There you go. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages.
Got a couple of them for you. So
photo of the day. Hey, hey, hey. It's photo of the day. And wrong answers only to start with, please. Oh, there you go. Photo of the day. All right. Photo of the day. Wrong answers only, please. I mean, I know who these guys are. A flock of Hebes.
We said wrong answers.
Okay. Hey, Jessica, what's up?
Hey, there she is.
Great show, Jess. Thank you so much for coming on. That was awesome. All right, here we go. Is it Perry Farrell? Good one. Is it the A-Team? Is it Run DMC?
Close.
Is it 2 Live Jews?
Actually, 3.
3 Live Jews.
I'm not so sure about the 4th guy, actually.
Crazy. Is it Rage Against the Machine?
They wish.
Is it the Smiths? Is it Ben Stiller? Is it the I Have No Clues?
Oh, that's funny.
Jess asks, is it the Crass? Oh, the Cars.
The Cars.
Oh, the Cars. Yeah. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Who's gonna take you here? Does anybody know out there who sang the Cars song Drive? Little rock and roll trivia. Is it Sha-Na-Na? Good one, Kevin. Yep. Is it the band that Led Zeppelin would eventually sue? Oh, Romeo Void. Good one. Wouldn't it be better if we swept together? Love that one. Ben Orr. Good one. Very good. Ben Orr sang Drive. Yes. Okay, Todd Hamilton. Kiss Unmasked. Okay, time for the right answers, please.
Yes.
Right.
Who's the first one to get it?
I think it was Federico. Beastie Boys. No, Cadillac. Beastie Boys.
Well, let's get right to this. This is October 13th, 2006. I was shooting a lot of red carpet stuff at the time, and this is the VH1 Hip-Hop Honors at the Hammerstein Ballroom. And pretty. I mean, this was like loaded with people. I sent Drew. What else we got from the Hip Hop Honors from this this event? I know we got a few things in there. Show some people.
Are we done with this one? We're done.
Yeah,
with this?
we'll move. You know what? Because there's a few great ones.
All
This
right. Hey, don't get your panties all bunched up. Hold on.
Hey.
How about? Well, this one's cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Here's another one. How about that?
Boom.
Yep. Well, that to me, that's Cube, and
I think that might be his family with him. I'm not sure exactly.
Damn, his son. He must have had that kid young. His son looks like almost his age.
There was ice. I mean, everybody was there. This is 2006, so wow, it's already 14 years ago.
Yeah.
And his son actually played him in the NWA movie.
That's right.
You know,
yeah, that thing was
but I mean, who else was there?
Here's another one. Is that the RZA and wait? Don't tell me that is the RZA, right?
Yes, sir.
And is that Ghost or no? Inspector Deck?
Nope.
Raekwon? No, I know it's not Raekwon. It is another Wu member, right?
It's the RZA and the Jizza.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this was a pretty cool. You know, who else was there? You know, Ice-T, Ice Cube. You know, George Clinton, Bootsy Collins. I mean, the Sugar Hill Gang.
Cool.
It was like, you know, it was one of those things where you just like every person that walked out, I was like, damn, this is.
Oh yeah, they were both in the Gravediggers, right? RZA and Jizza. Yeah, they were both in the Gravediggers, right?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yeah, this was a really cool. You know, like there's not as much. You don't really catch as much live hip hop, so getting all of the A-list in one day was pretty awesome. And even like, you know, Forrest Whitaker, like all these people were there, and it was really cool. It was like a cool day to do. And the one thing I have a question for people is I can't identify the fourth guy in the Beastie Boy thing. I wasn't sure.
That's their DJ Mario.
Is that him?
Yeah. Already somebody's saying, where are the hardcore pictures? Well, listen, I got news for you. Wu-Tang Clan from Staten Island is kind of hardcore.
I believe Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, is what they say. Yeah, listen, we do hardcore here every week. So occasionally I'm going to throw you a curveball.
Yeah, it's Mixmaster Mike.
So
that's what Brian said.
There we go. Thank you.
Coming straight out the slums, it's the hoodlums. Jim is pulling his gat out on all you bums. Yeah, so
that's it.
All right, Ashley. Beastie Boys suck ass. All right,
wow.
Good. All right, good.
Wow, yeah. maybe they want that Dee Dee Ramone rap album next, you know?
I am the hate machine. I must hate all. I hate. My superpower is hate.
Wow. I think I ever met anyone that didn't like the Beastie Boys.
What's that?
I don't think I ever met anyone that didn't like the Beastie Boys.
Listen, I told the story on the show before. Back in the day, when the Beastie Boys used to play A7, I was like, they suck. I hated them. I couldn't even watch them. They were fucking horrible.
I like the Aglio e Olio EP they made a few years, you know, back when they went back to like the hardcore style a little bit. But
yeah. All right, hey, let me keep it rolling. We'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, I'll try to find more hardcore pictures for next time.
Yeah, even Mark up in Canada, he got his feathers ruffled. Yo, wow. Drew, what does this have to do with New York hardcore? Yo, it's the Wu-Tang. It's the Wu. Wow. All right, I'll talk to you in a bit.
Bunch of closed-minded bastards.
Yeah, listen, you know.
Listen, Tulch.
Listen, you knuckleheads. All right, we'll talk to you in a bit, buddy.
Bit.
All right. Well, there you go. A little drama there. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Listen up there in Canada, Mark. You know, just because someone told me there's been like 50 COVID cases in all of Canada. Is that right? What'd you guys do? Like seal the border? Ah, that's what I thought. The Ice Cube pick was West Side Connection. Right. Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. Anyway, that said, a couple other things real quick. Let me announce another show. Of course, we got on Wednesday, November 11th, we got Martin Atkins from Public Image coming up. Public Image, Pig Face Ministry, Killing Joke, and 9 Inch Nails. What? Yep. Yeah, man. Go big or go home. And then episode 77, Sunday, November 15th, we got Dave and Laz from El Nino. Little Spanish flavor in the house, all right? In the meantime, let's get down with Rap Bones. Let's see what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, you asked for it, you got it. The one, the only, Rap Bones. Oh, he's gone. Rap Bones is gone. His big moment was coming up and he disappeared. Jesus, man. All right, so be it. Well, that said, let me get into a couple things real quick. Patreon. If you are not a Patreon member, it is not too late for you to come in from the cold and support this show like a human being. Stop lurking. You do not have to lurk your whole life. Don't be a lurker or a shirker. Come on on. Join the Patreon page. Lots of cool shit. I want to shout out some new patrons: Danny Cavazzi, Meredith Bain, Anthony Green, Philip Oakley, Kelly Demonico. Let's hear it for the Italians, huh? Demonico. Well, thanks, Kelly. Zappagor Waikato. What are you guys getting on Patreon under aliases? I don't want Drew Stone to know that I'm contributing to the show. So I'm going to come on. Don't be a lurker or a shirker. Yeah, Patreon page. It's all there. Oh, you with us now, Rap Bones? Come on, bro.
Yeah, my computer was messing up.
All right, well, go, man. Go to it.
So, look, man, it's Halloween, and I don't really got a toy this week. I'm doing a big sale this weekend. I could, pitch that, I guess. And my buddy sent me some really cool shit, so maybe I'll just take it in a different direction and keep it a little more hardcore based. These are some flyers from 1986, Jersey style, repping Jersey hardcore. So people should dig these. I got about 4 of them.
Those are cool.
Adrenaline Overdose, Hogan Heroes, Suburban Uprise, Insult, Neurotic Impulse. That's what is he now? Dark Orchestra Society or something like that. He's still around. Social Decay. Pretty cool.
That's your boy Pugsy, right?
Yeah, he sang.
Shitty Gardens.
Yeah, City Gardens. We hated that place. Look, any side is better than the other side. You're right. We were most hated there, bro. Oh, this is the infamous riot show where 10 of us got thrown in the clinker in Island Heights.
Hey,
It was
Lethal Aggression was a Jersey band?
Yeah, totally. Bricktown, New Jersey. That's my boy.
Okay. Who sang for them?
John Saltarelli. He just passed a few years back.
Right.
But this is pretty OG.
Yeah, John Saltz. Tommy knows. Tommy's a Jersey guy from back in the day. John Saltz, rest in peace.
And these were all I like these because they were at all VF. Oh, this is a good one. At the Toms River Firehouse, the fire department, right?
Nice.
Where they have mental abuse, the psychos. Yeah, Social Decay used to get all them good shows, man.
Oh, wait. Put that one up again. Okay. Bob Riley chimes in. Chronic Fear, great band. All right.
Yeah, Chronic Fear. And the last one, I don't know if this one happened or not.
Let me see.
That would be a great show.
I love the shitty gardens thing.
Yeah,
You know,
my buddy Rich Beatty Rich Beatty was like, I guess how like
Slam Whitman. Slam Whitman. That's hard. That's hard.
how Uncle Al was in Murphy's Law, like the older punk that like knew a lot more than us. That was Rich Beatty. You know, he skated already. Like,
right.
you know, he turned us on, and this is the last one. You know, they always got Lethal on them.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool to get that in the mail.
Cool. Nice to Columbus. We love those
yeah.
Nice to Columbus shows, you know?
Yeah, I just figured I'd change it up and show some, you know, legit hardcore stuff so people don't think I'm only into toys, you know?
Cool. All right. Hey, you're gonna come back on with our guest today, right?
Yes, absolutely. I've known Toby since the early 90s, man. Great guy. I can't wait. You know, I can't wait to hear. I pick him apart, get in his head. I want to hear his story, you know? Go there.
Right. Well, he's coming up. We'll see in a little bit.
Awesome, guys.
What are you drinking there? What are you drinking there?
Can I give a pitch? The worst, Coca-Cola.
Yeah, pitch. Go ahead. Pitch
Please,
away.
everybody, this weekend on Halloween, there's no shows. There's nothing going on. But you can hang out, man. The city is open, people. Mask up, social distance. I'm doing a party from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock at the hangout spot at A7. Go over, get a drink, support the business, hang out for Halloween. I'm going to have all my shirts there. Some other stuff, but mostly if you want to get a Pitware shirt, people have been hitting me up. I do mail order, but right now, if you want to get down 1 to 5, I'm going to be across from Niagara on the corner of Thompson Square Park. I'll have this setup going, Rap Bones pop up, come hang out. You know, let's do it. Let's do something for Halloween. You know.
All right, you got it, buddy. We'll see you in a little bit.
All right, peace.
There you go. You know him, you love him. The infamous, legendary, and I don't throw that word around lightly, Rat Bones. I got to get a Rat Bones intro together, you know? Got to get like a video intro, like with the No Redeeming Social Value song, Rat Bones. All right, that said, I think we're good. We mentioned Patreon and upcoming shows and Christine's art. And you know what? Lest we forget, right? If you're watching the show in rerun, right there abouts is a subscribe button. Please subscribe to my Stone Films NYC YouTube page. Please. I'm asking you, please. I'm like 36 subscribers shy from being able to integrate my merch so I can hawk you people to buy more of my crappy merchandise. So that said, I see our guests laughing it up. Let me make sure everything else is cool. Listen, when the show starts, just to reiterate this, as soon as the show starts, that means that if you have the number for my communication device, you should start texting me and calling me as soon as the show starts, because why not, right? Okay. Just want to make sure, like, you know, there's like not a fire or anybody's freaking out. That said, here we go. Today's guest is an American musician and motivational speaker who's known as one of the vocalists for the hardcore punk group Hazen Street, but is best known as a vocalist for H2O. He has also founded the nonprofit organization One Life, One Chance, whose objective is to inspire kids to make healthy life choices, maintain PMA, be themselves, and to avoid peer pressure. Coming at us from Hollywood, California, please welcome our old friend, Mr. Toby Morse. What's up?
Thanks for having me, Drew.
Thanks for coming on, buddy.
I've been looking forward to this, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some laughs, man.
I wanted to scream at the screen like, "Yo, that's West Side Connection. That's DJ Evil E. That's Dub C." And then Mixmaster Mike. I was looking at those photos. I was like, "Man,
yeah,
you know I love hip hop, man."
I know you love hip hop, and we're gonna talk about some hip hop still a little bit when our paths cross back in a day. But first, tell everybody what's the latest, what was going on with you, and you know, when the shit hit the fan with the COVID thing, and where's things at?
Well, I I did one tour this year. It was H2O, Wisdom in Chains, Gorilla Biscuits, Agnostic Front, and Billy Biohazard, and fuck, I'm forgetting 2 more bands, man. Count Time and Cutthroat. And that was in January. And it's funny because the main theme on that tour was, this is the best tour we ever did. If this is the last tour we ever do, that's fine because this is the greatest tour. So if we never play again, this will be the tour. Funny enough, that's like the last tour I did. And we heard about some COVID cases while we were over there overseas. And then we got back, end of January, February, started hearing more about it. And just everything got canceled, everything got moved, everything got postponed. And what I'm learning on this lockdown is to not stress about things I cannot control. I have no control over the future of music. It's not up to the booking agents or the promoters. It's up to the government and the city. So it's like, I'm focusing on the now, living in the now, my podcast, my family,
Good.
my house, on my health, all that. So yeah, it's a strange time right now. Very strange.
But that's a good Zen-like approach to things. And we're powerless over these things, really,
It's got, you guys, everybody's all together in this. We're all on the lockdown together, man. So
yeah. So you were born in Massachusetts?
Born in Taunton, Massachusetts.
Taunton,
yes.
Of all places.
Yeah.
Taunton.
Yeah, I was born in Taunton, Massachusetts. Yeah, man.
And you moved, and then you lived in, and when you were a kid, you lived in Newport, Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's where I got into punk and hardcore. I moved to Newport, Rhode Island, and met the Verbal Assault guys, Vicious Circle guys, got into skateboarding. That's where everything changed for me, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that would be this, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yeah, man. I loved freestyle boards. I skated ramps with my freestyle board. People thought I was crazy for skating such a small board, but I love Roddy Mullen and Pearl Willender. And I was just heavy into skateboarding and obviously punk rock. But yeah, that's me, man.
How old were you when you were living in Newport?
It was like for middle school. So it was like, I want to say like early 80s. Yeah. That's Maryland actually, and that's Rusty Pistachio right there with his shirt off.
Okay,
right?
well let's get out of Newport. So then you moved down to Maryland, right?
Yes, sir. And my mom got a job at an apartment complex where that picture is from. Rusty Pistachio right there with the shirt off. He was the maintenance man. He'd never seen a skateboard really ever. We were the punk rockers from Newport, Rhode Island with whatever Converse that were shocking back then because they were orange, had our head shaved, we wore plaid pants. And yeah, we went to this small town and my mom was Rusty's boss. And
wow.
That's the first time we experienced like Confederate flags and racism and segregation, all that, because coming from Newport, Rhode Island and the people I hung out with and the culture, it was a culture shock to move to the South in the 80s, for sure.
Wow. And you grew up in a single parent household, right? Your dad, sadly, he passed away when you were very young, right?
Yeah, my dad died when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
He had a rare heart condition.
Wow.
And obviously, me and my brothers, every time my dad died at 33, so every time one of us turned 33, we've been stressing getting our hearts checked. We're fine. And my dad passed, and my mom worked 3 jobs to raise 3 boys on her own. So that's why we moved around a lot. So
you're the youngest, right?
Yes, sir.
So being the youngest, I mean, I assume your brothers looked out for you. Your grandparents were a big part of your life growing up.
Yeah, my grandparents would watch me all the time, and on the weekends they would take me to Bradley's, and every weekend they buy me a Matchbox car. My grandparents were like my parents.
That's
my
nice.
My brothers were like, smoking weed and drinking beer in the house. So they got me into punk rock and this music and skateboarding, but they kind of scared me into like not being like that because they scared me when they were high or drunk. But yeah, my grandparents, man, my grandma and grandpa, they were like fucking, they really stepped up for us, man. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really nice to hear a story where, things could have turned out very different, very
totally,
very sad, very tragic. Because, there's countless situations like that go in another direction. And even like you said, seeing your brothers and your brothers' friends under the influence of drugs and alcohol scared you, and you didn't want to go that way.
Yeah, totally. Like I remember my brother brought home like a Sex Pistols 8-track, and he brought this punk rock shit. I was, this is crazy music, but they were getting into it. And then obviously skateboarding, Thrasher Mags, all that music and stuff, and that soundtracks came hand in hand with skateboarding. And then when I found Minor Threat, and I was like 13, and I hadn't tried any drugs or alcohol, I was like, holy shit, like this is aggressive. I can skate to it, and I don't have to drink. I don't have to do any of that shit. I can still be fucking cool. Right there, I made a commitment. I would never try anything. At 13, I was like, this is me. This is like, I totally relate to this band, because I didn't relate to like Fuck Your Parents and Anarchy in the UK and never mind the Bullocks. I was like, what the fuck is a Bullock? And I love my mom. I don't hate my fucking mom. So
and I live in fucking suburbia,
Exactly. And so then I hear like this music, and it just totally connected with me, man. 100%.
I can relate to that in the regard that I got into hardcore, and I didn't really relate to the Sid Vicious and all that kind of stuff. All that like real ugly,
shocking shit,
self-destructive punk stuff. And I guess I could tie it in here. Our friend Dave Smalley, I remember, talking to him as a teenager in 1981 about the same kind of stuff, and he felt the same way. It's just like we just couldn't relate. We didn't relate to wanting to go out and getting wasted and fucked up, at least up in Boston.
Yeah, and I feel like the punk rock was super shocking when it came out, like Anarchy and Fuck the Government and Fuck This and Fuck That, and like fuck everything. And I feel like when I heard hardcore, I was like, wow, this is about fixing everything. This is about making the world a better place. Let's try to make a change. Let's not just complain about shit. Let's actually do shit. And that's what connected me to the hardcore and the positive hardcore and all that stuff, the lyrics and everything.
What's going on here? How old are you here? Like 18?
Nah, bro, younger, man. Maybe like, I got tattooed. Yeah, so yeah, I guess I was 17, 18. This was my Dogtown Tony Alva fantasy, bro. I grew dreads. This is my token entry roadie days with my necklace.
I was going to say, is that yeah? That's what I thought that was around your neck. Like
hell yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, there's like the dread skater. Like I had met Fred Smith. He lived in Rhode Island. He was on the Dogtown. I loved him. He was so cool with his dreads, and like, yeah, that was my total Dogtown wannabe shit.
And I see the one tattoo on your right arm. That's that. Speaking. Is that the same tattoo Smalley has?
I don't know if it's the same tattoo. Obviously, the fist and the X was a very popular straight-edge tattoo back then. Yeah, but yeah, for sure, that was definitely inspired by, probably him and a bunch of other people. Yeah, Youth of Today, all the bands. Yeah,
for sure. So as a young skate grommet, you mentioned Minor Threat. What other bands really spoke to you as a young teenager?
I mean, obviously, I love the Ramones and the Clash. I got into Black Flag, Suicidal, Circle Jerks, Dead Kennedys. But obviously, the hardcore shit was like Minor Threat. 7 Seconds, one of my favorite bands of all time. 7 Seconds. And
you always loved them. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I got into Gorilla Biscuits and Youth of Today and Judge.
Right.
And Instead and Uniform Choice and all these bands who have these messages of the stuff I can relate to, you know what I mean? But the positivity really stuck with me. Like 7 Seconds, fuck, man.
I mean, you've been friends with Kevin a long time, right?
Yeah, Liberty Spikes. Yeah, Kevin's like my dad, bro. So this is my Liberty Spikes. This is my punk era. Yeah, man. Fucking, I used to love putting my hair up. We used, this before I was vegetarian, so all the vegans don't have a fucking fit. This was Knox gelatin. That's what you put your hair up with back in the day. You go to sleep with that shit. It stay up when you wake up. It still be sticking up. Yeah, man, that was pretty. My mom was like, "What the fuck, man? It looked like the Statue of Liberty." And
it's a good.
Yeah,
look.
I just felt. Yeah, thank you. Punk rock was just like going to my first show and being there and like not having the stable home because my mom was always working. We had so much love, but it wasn't like like you said, two parents, and my brothers were doing their thing. But when they took me to see a show, just the smell, the energy, all that, I was like, sign me up for life, man. This is it, man, for me, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. What, I mean, what's your, I know, Todd, what's your other brother's name?
Tracy.
Is he into music as well?
Yeah, Tracy's been doing music his whole life. He's done different kind of like more gothy alternative bands, but he's really into horror movies. He's put a couple of films out. He's in the movie industry. He's like really, yeah, he's a writer. He worked at Panavision for like 20 years out here. He came to Cali first.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if the third Morse brother was a musician as well, you know?
He is. Yeah, he sings. Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. So as a young kid, I assume, I mean, obviously, you know, your brother and Todd, the other Todd, who's been on the show, those guys started Out Crowd, right?
Yes, and sir. Out Crowd. Yeah.
You guys, you're a little bit younger than them. What did you? Was there a point where you were like, "Hey, I want to be in a band, or I want to sing in a band," or did you try to pick up an instrument, or did that come later on?
It came later on when I became a roadie for Sick of It All. Like I was a roadie for my brother's band, obviously Out Crowd, and I love music and I loved, but I didn't get inspired to start writing things until I was on the road with Sick of It All for sure.
Right.
I was always in the background, the roadie, behind the scenes.
Well, I remember, and
yeah, you do, yeah,
and you certainly, I doing my homework and taking notes. I think. I want to say that it's apparent to me that you're just a lover of music. You're a lover of, this kind of music. You've always been a big music fan, like
100%.
Like me, like Michael Alago. That's why I did the film about Alago.
Great film, by the way. Great fucking film.
Thanks. It's just when I started talking to Alago about doing it, I just realized that we had that in common. He said, I just love music. And it really, it really spoke to me. Like few words, but I totally understood what he was saying. And certainly looking back in retrospect now, all those years where I saw you roading for bands and hanging around and showing up on music video sets, you just loved fucking music, man.
100%, man. Those opportunities from you, the Onyx and all those videos, man. That was such an amazing time for because I loved hip hop. I taught breakdancing, and the Biohazard, we shot that in fucking Compton. That was crazy.
Okay, so
I remember shooting that, and all of a sudden people were like, "Yo, you need to get the fuck out of here." People driving by and saying, "You guys can't be here that long." I remember that. It was no joke.
Give me back some of my memories, because I like when I hear other people talk about stuff like this, because I don't remember a lot of it, but I do. Let me set the table for our viewers out there. This is on the set of the Onyx Slam video that I produced. We shot in New York and Queens, but then we shot in Compton, California, and I think at the time, Biohazard and Sick of It All were touring. Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Biohazard and Sick of It All was because I remember that fucking show in Riverside, that fucking ill fucking show where all that shit went down. And we reached out to you guys, and a bunch of you guys showed up and ended up like really being predominantly in the video. And in this shot is me on the left, Minus in the middle, Danny Diablo with the red glasses on his head, Bobby Hamble, Evan Seinfeld, and on the bottom there with me, you. So what do you remember?
Who's this guy? Who's this guy right here next to Ezag?
What do you mean?
Maybe this was that guy's car. The guy you're shaking hands with at the bottom.
That's Minus.
Oh, she looks so young. Holy shit.
It's Minus, bro.
Okay. So we shot this in Compton. We were told to stay on one side of the railroad tracks. It was not the safest area at the time. It was maybe, I don't know if it was 91 or 92. I don't even know what year it was. But people were driving by yelling at the cars like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here." Like, seriously, man. I don't know how you found that location or anything, but it was where we were was it was gnarly, man. And it was, that was a fun video, man.
Yeah, I remember. I think I'm not sure. I guess Onyx was out there doing something, and we caught up with them. It was all crazy, man. It was crazy with the train going by and everything. That shit was,
Yeah, and then you had me in the Shifty video too, where we were looting the liquor store like on 42nd Street.
Yeah,
that was crazy, man. Great videos, man. I was so happy for you. That was a big part of hip hop, man. That's a huge thing, man.
That was a special time, and it was a very vibrant time in New York. Bands like Biohazard and Sick of It All, and Biohazard. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Biohazard. Say what you will out there, but they opened the doors for a lot of bands, man.
Yeah, and they really bridged that gap. I mean, obviously KRS-One was on the Sick of It All album, but as far as like videos and being on like doing songs together, yeah, that crossover Bionics thing. And I remember Redman was on the video shoot. Like, he was there. Like, man, that was a special time, man. And
then this one. There's this is
I'm back here in the corner. Yeah,
you're back there in the corner. That's me with the white tank top, and there's Biohazard, Onyx, and on the far right is Rich from Dark Side. Rich O'Brien.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Rich O'Brien.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Big DS passed away, right?
Big DS passed away.
Yeah, rest in peace, Big DS.
A couple years ago. And the dude in the way back was like one of their managers, So Onyx had like a couple of managers, and Jam Master Jay, of course, was involved with them as well.
I want to give it to you too, because you had like Adam's apple pierced. Nobody had that shit back then. It seems like you might be the first guy to fucking pierce your Adam's apple. Remember, that was crazy, dude.
Yeah. And I have the scar. I have the scar to prove it, because
wow.
What happened was Biohazard was playing the Whiskey, and a brawl broke out. I was in the middle of it. It was a big one of those great misunderstanding brawls.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like someone's boy smacked some other dude's, and then everybody, it was like mutually assured destruction. And it was some of the Cypress Hill guys, one of the Cypress Hill guys that hang out with them, like smacked Billy's girlfriend or Billy's girlfriend's brother, and then I stepped in the middle of it, and then I got jumped, and I had the thing in my neck. It got torn, and but there was this great moment where I got hit, and I was upstairs at the Whiskey, and I went back and hit the rail and looked down onto the stage and made eye contact with Billy, and was like,
wow, dude.
And then they stopped playing, took their instruments off, jumped off the stage, and went running upstairs.
Holy shit, man. Jesus Christ.
Remember those days when every show was like that?
Yeah, it was fucking wild, man.
Wasn't it?
That was wild. Yeah, man.
God.
Crazy time.
It was exhausting.
Before cell phones. Yes.
Before cell phones. And I remember those. Well, and I mentioned that Riverside show. I remember that Biohazard Sick of It All show in Riverside, California got real ugly. That thing, I showed up there and it was like ugly. And but
crazy,
that happened a lot back then.
Yeah, different times, man. For sure.
Yeah, it was crazy. What else? I want to I have something really cool to show you. So
okay.
Let me clear the deck a little bit. The audio might be a little janky, but no one's ever seen this before. As a matter of fact, I just found it recently, deep in my archives. So let's look at a little bit of this, and then we'll talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
Let me find this sucker.
This is your life.
This is your life. Toby Morse. Here we go. There we go.
What the hell? What the hell, man?
And I know this girl, she's my girl. I love this girl, she's my girl. And then sometimes, you know, I feel so bad when she talks shit. You know, I gotta be with her.
What am I saying?
And I'm chill, you know what I'm saying? So when she spoke with me, and I let her know what time it was, and then she told me.
Oh my God. What the hell? Isaac on bass.
Isaac on bass. Isaac
Oh my
on
God.
bass.
Is this? Where did you get this, man?
I have it. I shot it.
Oh my God, dude. There's Lou right there laughing. Oh my God, man. This is sick footage, Drew. I see Hoya laughing too.
Yo, Hoya's laughing. He's getting a kick out of it.
Yo, Carhartt overalls are sick.
All right. Well.
Wow, man. Holy shit. Did you just post that recently? You just found it?
Yo, I haven't posted it.
Dude, that is freaking insane, man.
I'm gonna post it. I've been saving it for this show, bro.
That is crazy, dude. Yo, yep. Carhartt overalls. Wow, man. No shirt.
So let me refresh your memory as to what that was. I did a Stone Films like a 1 year. It was like a 1 year anniversary or 1 year straight anniversary. Drew Stone at the Cat Club, and Marauder played. Warzone played. We did an all-star jam. Sick of It All played, and that was at the very end of the Sick of It All set. And it was
man.
Armand on drums, Pete on guitar, Isaac on bass, and you singing.
That is incredible, man. I've never seen that before, dude. That is fucking. I gotta get that. That's awesome.
I'm gonna post it and I'll send you the link. Okay.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. Wow. Yeah, because I've seen some other stuff in the wetlands and stuff, but I'd never seen that before.
I think that was one of the first times you ever did it.
I would say, yeah. Was that 93? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my band didn't start till 94. Yeah, that makes sense.
Crazy,
wow, Drew,
right?
you got that gym, bro. You broke out the gym, bro. It's awesome.
Come on, man.
That's awesome, dude. Thank you. I want to definitely
get that. I'll post it on YouTube on my page, and I'll send you the link so you can have it. And if you want file to do something with it, I'll send you the file, but I'll send you the link. So
that's amazing, man.
So tell us a little bit about how H2O came about and how things got rolling with that.
H2O came about just like that, man. I was being a roadie and realized that I wanted to say some things too and sing about things. I was always in the background, always like being the shitty roadie, losing drums around the country from Sick of It All, and just the funny friend guy who came on tour with him, you know. And I just started writing stuff in a journal on this tour we did, like in 90, maybe like in 90 in Europe, and writing some songs. And then Pete had a riff. He's like, let's do more than just My Love Is Real, because that's just like kind of a joke song. And he wrote the riff to 5 Year Plan. I wrote the lyrics to that. And it was our first real official song that we had is 5 Year Plan. And then came back to the States and started doing stuff like that, like just jumping on stage with Biohazard or any band that wanted to let us play one song. We did it opening up for Rancid once at the Avail show at the Wetlands, just doing this crazy song about my ex-girlfriend. And it was just screamy. And I'm not really a screamer. And
right.
I loved melody and I love pop. I love all kinds of different types of music. And I think when we wrote the first couple songs, they came out more melodic. People were like, holy shit. I think because how I looked, who I hung out with, who I roadie for, wherever, just a group of people hang out, they expect it to be something more harder, but I've always loved melody. And so, yeah, it was a total joke. I made stickers, I made stickers before I even had more than a couple songs. Sick of it all. And Civ took me on tour for 8 weeks in Europe in 94, 95. I had 5 songs in one t-shirt. People just stared at me like I was singing a cappella shit, 5-year plan. Like, it was a joke, man. And then, yeah, just people connected to the first 7-inch and the first demo. Then we got signed to Blackout and made our first record. And I guess the rest is history, I guess, because it became, I didn't expect it to be anything more than a 5-year plan. That's why I wrote that song. Like, well, I'll do this. What am I going to do in 5 years from now? And here I am 25 years later. It's crazy, Drew, because it wasn't supposed to be that. It was just something fun. It wasn't, yeah, man, that's how it started. Just got inspired by.
Hey, I got this, man.
That's the first. Yo, this is the best interview I've done in years. This is so thorough, dude. That's my first sticker. I drew that stupid.
I remember,
design.
oh
my God!
I think you hand cut it out too.
Yeah, bro. Oh my God, man. A couple of my friends have that tattooed actually. So that was the first logo, man. That was my first logo and stickers. And holy shit, Drew, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that came before any type of music. The sticker came first.
Well, you guys, it's almost like it was similar. It was similar to sort of what Harley did with the Cro-Mags. Before the Cro-Mags ever played, he was handing out stickers. He had it written on his head. You'd hear Cro-Mags, 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 Cro-Mags before they ever even played. And H2O was the same kind of thing. I mean, before you really even got it really going, it was sort of like you had stickers. You were pushing.
Trying to make the name first. Yeah, we're coming soon. You know what I mean?
We're coming. I mean, you hear that a lot. We're coming. Coming. 9 out of 10 motherfuckers don't do shit, but
Yeah, but that's the ultimate DIY street team right there. One man street team.
That's
just
right.
Doing that shit first and this hustling,
right.
man. Like. That's how we did it, man. That's how he had to do it. And jumping on stage and playing for like one song. Hey, can we squeeze in your set tonight?
Yeah.
That's how you had to do it back then, before the internet and YouTube and stuff. We just go out there and actually go out there and get in the mix,
Absolutely. And also, back then, this was still the era of when you like had to make flyers and you had to go out and post them up and you had to like stand outside shows and get them to people. There was no, satanic communication device. There was no other way to do. There was no MySpace.
No, there was none of that.
You had to like get out there and do it. And if you didn't get out there and do it, nobody would come to your friggin' shows.
100%. You had to really be out there, grind, go to the shows, all that. It was, yeah, man. It was, and that's what we did for a couple years, building up to even like releasing our first album. We were just jumping on stuff. But I think when the first demo came, there was melody. We covered like an Outcrowd song on it. The song about my dad, we had melody on there. And then when we dropped the first 7-inch on Equal Vision with I Know Why, it was a love song. They were like, holy shit, this isn't My Love Is Real. So, yeah.
What brought the melody into the mix? Was it your brother? Was it like who's coming up with this melodic?
My brother and Rusty.
Yeah.
And also our outside influence, because we loved fucking U2. We loved Madonna. I love Madonna. We loved all the poppy stuff as well.
Right.
And so we had outside influences. But yeah, those two for sure. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Hey, stick with me a minute. Let me shout out my sponsors, and we'll come back and we'll continue. Okay.
Cool, man.
All right, brother. So there you go. Moving and grooving here. It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, and Your Core Hardcore fan page. Your Core fan page is a digital platform aimed at capturing hardcore punk bands in real time as opposed to unreal time, and get up-to-date information on what they're doing now as opposed to then. Also, the page is focused on promoting and supporting bands, the venues, and merchandise through the Instagram app on Your Core fan page. Check them out, Your Core Hardcore fan page. Big shout out to Chris. Also, our friends up in Dobbs Ferry, New York, New York Hardcore Comics. What's up, Lee? What's up, Debo the Pro? New York Hardcore Comics opened back in 2013 when lifelong friends Debo the Pro and Lee Fairley combined their collections and obsessions for comic books, punk rock, toys, statues, magic, the gathering, and all things horror. The store is located at 117 Main Street in Dobbs Ferry, New York. If you want to support them during this pandemic, please contact them by email at newyorkhardcorecomics@gmail.com. And I see Joe Ramini's out there. What's up, Joe? The Texas Silver Rush is a jewelry design firm and boutique store located in the birthplace of the Texas country music scene in Fredericksburg, Texas. They specialize in working with musicians in all music genres to design and create unique one-off pieces, as well as to style them for stage, album covers, promo photos, and social media exposure. The client list includes Rock and Roll Hall of Famers Greg Rowley, Ringo Starr, and of course, Agnostic Front. Power! The antisocial being, human discharge, a fascist regime, fighting in the street, trying to be free. During this current pandemic, all information and online sales are being taken at their Facebook and Instagram page, and of course, at www.thetexassilverrush.com. Also, what else do I need to shout? Oh, yeah, wow, we got a great show coming up here. Wednesday, November 18th, kids. Get your shoes and socks on. It's right around the corner. Clank your chains and count your change. This one took work, kids. It is episode 78 with Keith Burkhart from Cause for Alarm, OG, who is not on social media. You do not hear this guy talking about this stuff, but he's coming on our show. Yo, Joe Ramini, what's up, bro? We love you. We love the Texas Silver Rush. Thank you for being a sponsor, man. So Keith is coming on the show. Early, old school New York hardcore folklore and history. This is going to be deep. This is going to be deep. Put your scuba gear on. Also, I mentioned it before. I'm going to mention again. Don't be a bum. Get with the program. There's the Patreon page. Patreon is a community within the community. I release all kinds of never before seen footage. As a matter of fact, that early H2O footage that you saw actually went out on my Patreon page a couple weeks ago. So I put everything out on there first. Also, I put never before seen stuff on there, photos. We do special Patreon shows and put it up on Patreon. It's our community within the community. So please, if you enjoy the show, please support the show. Well, you think I want to be on here hustling like this? I really don't, but I gotta. It's what makes the machinery go. So don't be a Hatreon, be a Patreon, right? So there you go. What else? And also, subscribe to Stone Films NYC YouTube page. There's the button right there. If you're watching this in rerun. What's happening? Rerun. So that said, yeah. What else? Yeah, if you haven't liked the New York Hardcore Chronicles on Facebook, please do that as well. All right. The Organic Grill is a vegan restaurant located in the East Village of New York City at 123 First Avenue, featured in New York Magazine, the New York Times, and Veg News. Their dishes have won numerous awards, including Best Veggie Burger. They make their own cheeses, sausages, and burger patties, and every dish on the menu could be made gluten-free. We got to ask our guest about this. This year, they are celebrating their 20th anniversary, and they're all about having a great time while enjoying amazing clean food. After 3 months of being closed, they're now open for deliveries. Get in touch with them and order some great food at www.theorganicgrill.com. And while we're at it, let's bring our guest back on. Yo.
Yes.
Vegan?
Don't be a Hatreon. Don't be a Hatreon.
Join Patreon.
Yeah, vegan. Yeah, Organic Grill.
Let's talk about being a vegan, bro.
I fuck with Organic Grill hard. Great breakfast. I miss that place, man. That was my spot, dude. Me and my wife always go there. Great spot.
When did you go vegan? Why? When? Where? How?
When I lived in Jackson Heights, Queens, with the Grill Biscuits guys, we lived in the GB house. Me, Alan Cage, Walter Schreifels, and Civarelli. I got to sing backup. I got to sing backups on the Start Today album. I was almost basically vegetarian that time because I just moved here living with them. And then after singing Thou Shalt Not Kill and singing on that record and being part of that whole world, I just stopped eating meat and fish and everything in 1988. So yeah, man. Then I went vegan a couple years after that. So it's been like 32 years now. Yeah.
Vegan and straight edge.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, just hanging out with those guys, man. Fucking No More, Youth of Today, KRS-One, My Philosophy, all those songs singing about that stuff, you know?
It's a little early for questions, but this one just came through from our boy Chucky Perez. Yo Drew asked Toby how he felt about being nominated for World's Sexiest Vegan.
I was? Wait.
You didn't hear about that?
I've heard about those things in the past, but I never knew I was in the mix for that.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm too old. I'm 50, man. But yeah,
I saw this when I was doing my homework today. I saw at one point you were nominated for World's Sexiest Vegan, bro.
Wow, man! Holy shit! Well, I'm flattered. I'm honored. All right.
Yeah, a lot of good that's gonna do you when you're married, bro. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. All right.
Yeah.
Antidote, bro. I have that tattoo on my fucking leg. The Christian thing. Have it on my leg, bro. Thou shalt not kill. I have that.
Thou shalt not kill. Karma.
Yeah,
the
bro.
laws of karma.
Sir. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Let's see. What is that? Hey, Drew, watching from Dias Dias Air Force Base. Oh,
that's
right.
Sick. Awesome.
Right on, brother. Right on, sister. Thank you, Nicole, and thank you for your service. We appreciate it.
We really appreciate you. Thank you.
That's awesome. That's
totally awesome.
Thank you. And I want to shout out everybody out there that's in the armed services and helping keep this country great. We don't get into politics on the show, but I created this show as an alternative to sort of all that stuff. Like, you know what? Let's do a show that's positive, that and talk and music and just, you know.
You know what this is? This is like going to a show to escape all the outside fucking insane world and going to a show. The Drew Stone show is like what we have now. This is where we go and we talk about the things we love, music, all this stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I invited Roger Moret to come on the show, and he's texting. I said, "We're here. Where are you?" He said, "I thought you said it was Sunday. Did I? I hope I didn't say it was Sunday. Did I?" Fuck.
Well, you told me mine was Sunday on accident. Remember?
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
Shout out to Roger.
Sorry, Rod. You're right. My mistake. I did say Sunday. I'm sorry.
It's your mistake.
Your mistake.
It's your mistake. Dude, let's talk about Agnostic Front being one of the greatest bands of all time. Jesus, man. Bro.
Listen.
Incredible.
I told Roger it was Sunday.
Shit.
Ah, fuck. All right.
You got a lot of shows on
Let's talk about Agnostic Front.
Love them. I know many tours with them. Fucking Roger's one of the first bands to take H2O under their wing. When I first became on the scene and started my band, and always had our back. Incredible band, stood the test of time, still inspiring from the first record to the record now, still making great music. I see them crush Europe. They're monsters. They're amazing. Vinny Stigma looks fucking so good. He's so young. He epitomizes hardcore, keeping you young, and he's always smiling, dude. I love that band. They're one of the greatest bands, dude.
For sure. And even going back to when I first came around, when we used to come down from Boston in 1981, 82, we come down with SSD Control when they play 87. The first, I'm from New York, but I went to Boston to go to school. And then we started coming down, to shows. The first New York people I met, Roger, Vinny, Jimmy G, Ray B's, these are the first.
Amazing.
Yeah, at A7. And they were great. So nothing, nothing's changed, man.
Just big brothers, pioneers, peers, all that, man.
Let's talk about this a little bit. Let's talk about this a little bit.
Hazen Street, yeah.
So Hazen Street, what was the background? What was the impetus to this starting? And give us a little bit of the history of Hazen Street.
Well, he's actually not even in the picture. Chad Gilbert from Newfound Glory. We were talking about starting like a side project and picking, some of our friends to be in it and try something different. And so, yeah, I reached out to Dave Kennedy from Over My Dead Body and Angels and Airwaves. Obviously, Mackie, one of the greatest drummers fucking ever, Hoy and Freddie. And we put this demo together out here in California and had these crazy poppy melodic riffs. And then, you know, wrote these more like harder street lyrics to them. And it just worked. And we had a demo and shopped it around. And, you know, the good Charlotte guys signed us to Epic Records. They had an imprint, DC Flag Records. And we went on some crazy tours. Like our first tour was in a bus opening up for Story of the Year.
Wow.
And they were massive. And then we did like a POD tour. We did the Warp Tour. We went to Japan with Newfound Glory. I'm trying the other ones I forgot. We did a bunch of tours straight for like a year and a half. It was so fun.
Wow.
I love making the record. I'm proud of those songs. Yeah, so many good memories. And just talk about possibly dropping something new in the future, like maybe like a EP or a 7-inch or something, because it's been a really long time. So
yeah, I saw you guys play a couple years ago at the Bowl, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Was that the last time you guys like reformed and played?
Totally.
That was like 5 years ago now, right?
Yeah, and then we did a couple of things in Europe, maybe prior to that a little bit, jumping on stage at the Grows Rock Fest. And yeah, we never really toured much overseas with it. And that's where a lot of people hit us up from to come play there, even like South America as well and Japan. But like, yeah, and we did really good in Japan. So we got there and the shows were fucking nuts. We did making the video for MTV. We had like a trailer and a video shoot. It was a wild ride. It only lasted maybe a year and a half, but it was fun. You know what I mean?
That's exciting. And listen, I'm sure, I know this is a fact. When you have a band that's made up of guys from other bands, just the scheduling alone,
totally,
to try to get out there on the road. A lot of times, these kind of bands, will only exist in a certain window of time, because then everybody has to go back to their own band to do their own thing, or else feelings are going to get hurt and then shit's going to collapse, so.
Yeah, we were H2O was like on a 7-year hiatus of making new album, and
Right.
Madball had broken up, and I think they were just getting back together when we made the demo.
Right.
But the timing was perfect. Somehow it worked for all of us. And just recording with Howard Benson, he did like POD, did a bunch of records.
Yeah.
That
record has a great sound to it, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Just working with Mackie. Just being fans of all these guys' bands and their music, and then working all of us together. It was, seeing Mackie like do shit in one take, like he's just, And it was super fun. And for Freddie and Hoy, they hadn't been on a major label yet. They hadn't been through that whole ride, so it was something different for them too as well.
Yeah.
And man, and it's like we all love hip hop. We had a little of that flavor in there, and it's one of my greatest. Obviously, H2O is my life, my baby. I love those records, but doing this record it was such a fun time, and I'm so proud of that record. Regardless who liked it or not, or what happened with it, there was really no expectations from our end. Maybe the label had said some things they wanted to do, but I was just talking to Hoy about the other day. We were in the middle of the Warped Tour, and like Epic wants you to fly home, and they're going to put you up at this fancy hotel in Manhattan. You're going to play for all the execs at Epic.
Nice.
And so we fly home from the tour. They put us up like, I don't know, the Standard, whatever the hotel was. And then we have to go perform on a floor while all Epic execs are sitting at tables just drinking. And we had to perform our 2 songs they were going to push for radio or video, whatever.
Wow.
And we're performing, and it's so weird because they're just staring at us. So me and Freddie said, fuck it. And we started stepping on tables and getting in their faces. And we started like just like having fun, And then after that, we got a standing ovation from everybody in the room at Epic. And it was such a surreal thing because we're like, me and Freddie, like, what are we doing? This is so weird. First of all, on Epic. Second of all, we're playing in front of all the execs. Like, I forgot the guy's name. He was a big dude. He brought the Clash over here the first time. Harvey Leeds. I don't know his name, if that's his name. But he had our back, dude. He was like this hard New York Italian dude. He loved us and believed in us. And like, we did this showcase, and it was like it was such a weird thing. And then we flew back the next day, back on the Warped Tour, playing to like 5 people. But it was like they really loved us and believed in us. But it was just some weird shit we did. Like it was just fun.
Let me ask you. So if you had that much momentum on a major label with Hazen Street, why didn't it carry through to a second record and keep going? Why did you?
I think it was timing. Timing's everything. I feel like people love that record way more 10 years later. But and what happened is it was Good Charlotte's imprint, and so Good Charlotte were working on their new record. And then once they had a double record coming out after their big record. So when that came out, I think the focus kind of was just on them and their stuff. And so we were like a project they did, which is fun. Like we had no expectations, but it was definitely timing. And I only have good memories of it. And
our boy Warren Lee from Pitchfork says that was the Story of the Year tour.
Yeah, it was the first tour we did. Is correct. It wasn't the Warped Tour. Story of the Year tour. We flew home for that. Okay. That was crazy, Warren. The Warren was there, man. That was crazy, man. He was with us. Warren's the best. But yeah, so that whole experience was so fun. But we did so much.
He said we stayed at the Soho Grand, Warren.
Soho Grand, yes. We had our own rooms there. It's like I remember. I don't know if Hoyer or Freddie lived in New York. They're like, yo, I ain't going home. Stay in the hotel tonight. We have our own rooms in Manhattan.
I'm not even gonna tell my family I'm home. I'm staying in the hotel.
Let's just enjoy this moment, man. It was cool. We had like fruit baskets, like Hazen Street fruit baskets in our room. It was wild, man.
I'm sure you've experienced it, since then a bunch of times. But once in a while in this life, it's nice when, as a band, you get treated with some respect. It's like, for a lot of the bands out there, a lot of the New York hardcore bands, it's a tough road. You know what I mean? You're playing shitty gigs with subhuman promoters, and it's a grind. It's a struggle. But every once in a while, when the stars line up, sometimes, man, you get treated right, and wow, it's an inspiring and a great feeling. I know it's happened with us in Antidote a couple times, and wow, it's great,
Yeah. Just feel appreciated and stuff. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, it was definitely.
Our old friend Tommy Conan says, "Do you still have his Madonna tattoo, or did you cover it up?"
Yeah, not only do I still have it, Tom, I got it relined by Dan Smith. Fuck, you can't even see it. What the fuck is this thing, man? Why am I doing this shit wrong? Right here. Right here. Yeah, there we go. So right here, Madonna. Fuck, you can't do this shit. Anyway, it's right here. Tommy Coates, I still got it. But the question is, Tommy Coates, do you still have your Madonna tattoo?
Oh, pulling cards.
We met Madonna together at CBGB's. It's crazy. Really? Yeah, man. It's crazy. It was when Cypress Hill was performing there.
Actually, early Madonna was definitely punk rock.
Yeah. I agree, actually. Love sure. Madonna, man.
Yeah. Let me just look at my photos here. Okay, because we don't like to not put photos up at the end of the show. So here's a cool one. Tell us about this.
Yeah, man. This was the family tree video shoot at CBGB's, H2O 1996. We played 2 shows at CBGB's that day. We had 2 sold-out shows in one day, which is another memory I'll never forget. Shooting the video, and then Rabies came, and he came and did that part with me. Don't forget the struggle, don't forget the streets, man. He did that with me. And I remember him coming to my house when the video was done. We sat in my living room, me, him, and Moon, and showed him the video and stuff. And yeah, man, that was a great moment. That was a great memory for me, man. Just doing that video in New York, and him coming and stuff. Yeah, it was awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
It's incredible looking back now, on certain people, they died so young. Ray died so fucking young, man. And like, right now, in this world, Steve Poss just passed away.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace. I mean, I could just, Steve Poss, Kenny Aarons, Chris Sharuki, just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
It's a crazy world, man,
But Rabies was like our first dude from our scene who had passed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In our world, he was like, not saying like he was Elvis. He was like our dude. Like he was like one of our dudes. And that was the first time, man. That was
first, and Frenchie too. Frenchie passed away. I mean,
Chuck Val as well.
That was a tragedy, man. That was horrible.
Yeah, man.
And but the mortality strikes, and
yeah.
Here's another one. Here's another youngin' picture. I just don't want to not post it.
This is in high school. This is I don't know if that's high school. This is my friend Shauna I grew up with in Maryland, and used to go to shows with her. And this is in Maryland. Yeah, this is maybe because I had went to New York and then I came back to Maryland for a little while too. That was probably I was like 18 there. Yeah, man. That's a youngin'. I wish I still had that token entry necklace, man.
I like that Youth of Today shirt.
Yeah, me too. Classic.
Classic. that is a classic. Yes, Ray B's let everyone into wetlands for free. That is true.
Yeah, and also the hip hop. He also did
Maryland in the house. See, Maryland,
house.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Ray B's used to work at the hip hop clubs too, so he'd get all of us into the hip hop shows as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Security everywhere.
Well, yeah, he was doing security at Roseland and
yeah.
Also,
Lou from Sick of It All, his girlfriend back in the day, she worked the ticket box there at the Ritz. So we always got to go to every type of show, man. Every kind of, it was wonderful, man.
Your girl Shauna getting shout outs on the show. Shauna is amazing, as is her husband. All right.
Yeah, man, Rich.
Yeah.
Rich is the best, man. Yeah, man. That's awesome, Michelle.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Shauna, Drew, Shauna Kinney put all the shows on at Safari Club in DC, and she has a Safari Club book.
That's Shauna?
You should get her on, dude. I'll connect you with her.
That's
she's amazing.
Shauna in that picture?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Oh, wow.
Went to high school together, man. Yeah.
She put out that book on the Safari Club.
Yeah, man.
She sent me one, of course.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh, wow. Thomas is asking about the early House of Pain videos. How did your friendship with those guys come about? How did you end up in, what was that, Shamrocks and Shenanigans, right?
Yeah, actually, I was at like a show with my shirt off somewhere, and I'm not sure House of Pain played. It was like, you remember the Academy? I think like
that's where we did the Bionics video. That's what
I think Rage played there with House of Pain or Downset, some crazy show, and and so I had my shirt up, and I think Everlast saw my back or something. He started talking to me. He said, "Yo, that's a dope tat, whatever, blah blah blah. You should come down to the video shoot." So they invited me down to the Shamrocks and Shenanigans on Roosevelt Island, the video shoot. I think me and the Sick of It All guys came, the EZAC came. Yeah, and they put me in the video, man. It was really awesome. And then we've been friends ever since.
Yeah, I mean, I think for you, a lot of it was, like I said, being a music lover and being out there and being available and being enthusiastic and being a fan and doing what it took to be a part of it, whether it was roadieing or whatever, man. You put in your time, man. You rolled, man.
I was absorbing it all. I loved it all. I loved that we go to CBGB's on a Sunday at matinee, then go to the Limelight, and Brooklyn Dawn was DJing, and we go in the hip hop room at the Limelight. You know what I mean? Like we've seen everything.
Oh wow, this is crazy. All right, so Chucky Brown. I don't know if this doesn't count as Chucky Brown's question of the day, but Chucky Brown just posted something. Don't say anything about it because I got a tie-in. And so it says, Toby escaped a big shootout at the Ritz when he went to see Eric B. and Rakim. I think he left through the fire escape of the venue. You remember this?
Yes.
Okay. I got a story, a quick one. I was at that show. I was up in the balcony. I was with Gordon Ansis, who played in Agnostic Front and Leeway and stuff like that. And we were up on the balcony. That was the show. It took forever for them to come out, right? It was like we were waiting and waiting. And remember, this was the Ritz, the Studio 54 Ritz, that had the big balcony. And we were up in the balcony, and there's a walkway. So you have the lower balcony and the upper balcony. And I'm in the upper balcony, and it took hours for Eric B. and Rakim to come out. And they finally come out. I'll never forget, they open with My Melody, right?
Yeah,
and they start playing My Melody, and all of a sudden, things get crazy. And right in front of where we were on the walkway, shots start getting fired. I see everyone starts screaming and hitting the deck. I see this guy pull out a gun, and lick off a few shots. Everybody hits the deck. I saw this guy walk up with the gun and shoot somebody like point blank, like right on the walkway, right? And everybody was screaming, and the place like cleared out. When we got up off the floor, I looked, and everybody was gone, including the dude that I thought he shot. You know?
Wow, man.
No, I saw it. It was right in front of me. It was like,
okay.
So let's hear your take on it.
Two things. You remember he had his kid on stage with him? There was a kid on stage?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, a little kid. So
wasn't that his son? Wasn't that Raheem's son?
Check this out. So anyway, that night, we were under tables. We went down the fire escape. It was fucking crazy.
Where were you when it went down? Downstairs?
We were somewhere on the right side, right near a fire escape. We were lucky. We were upstairs somewhere.
So you were upstairs in the same balcony as me on the other side.
Exactly. So we ran out of that shit. It was scary. But fast forward to a year and a half ago, on Eric B. and Rakim's 35th anniversary of Paid in Full, I got to go with my friend. I got to meet them. His son was there. I got to tell him, hey, I was at that show. Were you on stage? And he remembered. Obviously, he was a little kid. His dad told him later. I met the son who was on stage that day.
Wow.
And I told him, like, I was at that show. It was like, it blew his mind. Like, it was crazy, man, to see him all grown up. And then, it was. And I finally got to see Eric B. and Rakim like 2 years ago, a full set, because I never got to see him after that.
I post this picture a couple times. Don't rag on me for it out there, chat room. But Toby hasn't seen it. He'll appreciate it. But this is me on the set of the Microphone Fiend video. I was the assistant director on Microphone Fiend and on Microphone Fiend. And what was the other one? What was the other one? Microphone Fiend. What was the other record?
Was this off Follow the Leader?
Yeah, Microphone Fiend. The other one.
Was it they did Ghetto off that record? Or
Planet Earth is my place of birth.
It's a birth.
Microphone Fiend.
Want to be soaking force of the universe. Dude, that's the sickest picture, bro. I make that a t-shirt. That'd be a fucking t-shirt, dude. That's amazing.
Isn't that great?
Yo, no, what's crazy is look what's right behind me. If you put me on full screen, hang on.
There you
look
go.
What's right behind. What I'm sitting in front of, is it right here? Yeah. I'm sitting right in front of this album. See right there behind my head. See right here, Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim right here. See by my left.
Paid in Full.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story. You were there, dude. So we're survivors, bro. It's fucking crazy.
I gotta now. I gotta look up that record. Hold on. I gotta see what am I not remembering? Because I worked on 2 videos. Follow the Leader and Microphone Fiend.
Follow the Leader, Microphone Fiend. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Dude, that's a great photo. Holy shit,
Isn't that great?
Dude, it's so good, man.
I mean, this was when things, when the golden age of music videos, man. This was during the golden age. So that's funny that Chucky should bring that up.
Great question.
And I was at that. Listen, back then, boy, we'd go see, you gotta go. Eric B. and Rakim for sure. I saw Run DMC play back then. They were great.
Tribe Called Quest, De La, Gangstar, Mobb Deep, all those shows. So many.
I remember, who I saw back then, who I thought were really impressive was Das Effects. I thought
great.
I thought they were great.
Lots of energy.
Follow the Leader was the very first video on Yo MTV Raps. That's cool.
Wow, I know that.
Good to know.
Das Effects was sick, man.
Yeah. There was a couple of those sort of mid-level rap groups that sort of never broke super big, but
Fushnikins.
I'm a true Fushnik. I'm a true
what? I'm a true Fushnik. Yo, Black Moon, bro.
Black Moon. Who am I thinking of? Not
Lost Boys?
Tribe Called Quest. What's the other one?
Jungle Brothers.
Jungle Brothers, yeah.
Yo, Drew, how cool is it we lived in New York at this time when the hardcore and the hip-hop was fucking thriving, dude. The best of the best, we got to be a part of them. We're so lucky, man.
Absolutely. It's interesting, and I was just writing about this in this book I'm working on, about how for a moment there, like, of course you had New York hardcore, but the other great underground New York music movement that was really running, head to head with New York hardcore was the early hip hop stuff. This is before it broke big or whatever. But there was a time where like New York hardcore was bigger than hip hop.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, I remember it, and like there was a couple things, but it wasn't until Run DMC really broke out. With some of those videos and everything. Oh, here's another one, the Beat Nuts, of course.
Great underrated band. Beat Nuts, all the records incredible, man.
Yeah,
I got the Beat Nuts are fucking they're so underrated. They did so many. I got Beat Nuts up here, man. Fuck, I don't know where you see it, but fucking Beat Nuts right here. Beat Nuts album. I forget to see it. Beat Nuts Forever Die Hard, motherfucker.
Beat
Nuts.
Yep. Our boy, our friend Albaro from SSD Control chiming in third base.
Third base, one of the greatest, man. Are you fucking Cactus album? Fucking incredible, man. I saw them at NYU, dude. And MC Search, he kind of signed Nas. He kind of signed Nas to Search.
Well, MC Search ended up being an A&R guy,
Yeah, Searchlight, yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Al knows what's up. That's amazing, man.
Listen, knowing Al, he's busting balls and being a wise ass.
All right, boy. We said third base, and that's another group.
But you know what? But it's all good. And of course, Wu-Tang and KRS. Yep.
Of course, KRS.
This has come up a couple times in the chat room. The End Racism shirts. Are you still making them? I want to order a shirt and a hoodie. Are those coming back?
Maybe, yeah, but everything's so backed up. The coronavirus now and shipping and stuff. I think I'm just like, I'm chilling right now.
Yeah. Who needs the last place you want to be is having to go to the post office fucking every day.
Well, not even that. Just like I print everything, I design everything, I ship everything.
You print those?
Well, I haven't printed, but I do everything myself. So like I'm 24/7 customer service, and so I don't want. I know it's frustrating, especially now the holidays, to make anything. I'm chilling because everything is pretty slow right now moving.
For sure. Let me take another break, shout out some sponsors, and then we'll come back. We'll take some questions. All right.
Awesome.
Talk to you in a minute. What's happening? It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles live with today's guest, Toby Morse. We are sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, the Texas Silver Rush, Vladimir and the Organic Grill, Chris and Your Core Hardcore fan page, and Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, which is located in Lakewood, Colorado. It's the Rocky Mountain headquarters for all things punk, hardcore, and metal. Established in 2014, they have the largest selection of records, CDs, shirts, stickers, patches, and accessories between Chicago and Los Angeles. From the pit to the ditch, they've got your back. Get in touch with them at www.chainreactionrecords.com. Also want to mention, of course, coming up on Sundays, John Connor from Dog Eat Dog. Are you John Connor? A week from today, AC Slade. Come on now. Then we got the 75th show with Walter Schreifels. Then we got Martin Atkins, Laz and Dave from El Nino, and of course the show I just announced, Keith from Cause for Alarm. Got a couple of other things cooking as well. Got some neat stuff on the agenda. What else do I need to mention here? Subscribe. If you're watching in rerun, subscribe to the Stone Films NYC page, please. I need a couple more. Hey, Randy. What's up, Randy? Hope you're well, buddy. 3 open-minded deadheads here enjoying the music brought to us by you and your show. Thanks, Drew. Listen, you know I love the Grateful Dead, and you know I take a lot of crap for it. But this show's for everybody, man. It's a music show, and it's a show for music lovers. Music is our universal language. It really is, so let's not get too crazy here. Don't fool yourself out there into thinking that there's a real big difference between, the Grateful Dead scene and the New York hardcore scene. It's all community and culture. That's what binds us together. The music might be different, but we all want the same thing in this life. We all want the same things. Are you John Connor? Yep. That's right. Join the Patreon clan. Let me post it again. Don't be a Hatreon. Join Patreon. There it is. For those that can't handle the statistical density or conceptual continuity of the Patreon page, please, there's the PayPal, stone4124 at AOL.com. That's right. I got an email address at the dawn of time when the cavemen were still in caves. There's a PayPal page, stone4124 at AOL.com. You know what I forgot about? I forgot about it. Is the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live merch. That's right. I'm putting the merch in the chat room. There you go. The merch line. Hold on. Let me put the merch picture up. Where's the merch picture? Okay. Everything moving very fast here. Don't panic. It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live merch. There you go. Boom. I just put the link, the Lancelot link in the chat room. It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live merch. We got the shower curtain, the girls' leggings, the socks. Trying to do the different stuff, mix it up a little bit. Got the sweatshirt. Even Arnie Stone is rocking a sweatshirt these days. So there you go. Kevin Haggerty got the socks. Yep, good. Yep. And you still got something from the Grateful Dead parking lot. Well, there you go. You know, Patreon crew ain't nothing to fuck with. There you go. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. So there you go. There's the link again for the merch. You know, listen, the holidays are coming up. Get a little something for your loved one. How about a tote bag? How about a pillow to prop your girl's ass up on? You never know. You might need it. You might need it. Not sure what you're doing behind closed doors, but you might need it. The hoodie's amazing. I know. Yeah, I know. Talk about Onyx. Yeah, I know. You know? There's a couple. Hey, RS7 UGHC, want to shout you out for making that great New York Hardcore logo that we use on the show. Thank you, brother. Shouting you out. There you go. I received the New York Hardcore Chronicles Speedo marble bag. Good. There you go. All right. Enough silliness. Let's get some questions for our guest, Toby Morse. Don't be shy. Let him fly. Let me clear the deck here. Ooh. All right. Here we go. Yo, here we go. It's like has a little bit of this show has a little bit of like an old school hip hop flavor to it, thanks to our guest of the day. But here we go. Toby. Here we go, yo.
What's the scenario? Here we go.
All right. All right.
Best group, man. Best group.
Yeah, man. Okay, here we go. This is from our friend Lenny, who plays now in Crazy Eddie. He says, not so much a question, but more of a comment. H2O took my old band, Fahrenheit 451, out back in the day, gave us some of our first tours, easily played over 100 shows with those guys. I got to say thank you for that.
Lenny, how are you, bro? Yeah, I love you, man. Love Fahrenheit. Loved you guys. You guys were awesome to have on the road. Loved everything about your band. Please hit me up. I haven't heard from you in years, man. Thanks for the love. Yeah, we fucking love Fahrenheit, man. I miss you guys.
Cool. This is a good one. Ask Toby what his favorite country to play in is and why it's Belgium.
Oh, Chris, what up, Chris? I know Chris. No, Belgium's dope. We fucking got love there. We got love all over Europe, though. But yeah, Belgium's great, of course. Germany, everywhere. Switzerland, England, everywhere, man. Europe's a wonderful place, man. They really appreciate hardcore over there.
Absolutely. And you guys did. I mean, you guys got out. You guys weren't afraid to go out on the road, man. You guys really worked hard to break the band and to bring the band to people. I mean, I was looking today. You guys like toured for years straight early on, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, before we had wives or responsibilities. It was just the band and married to the road type shit. Obviously, my wife came with me and sold merch. And but we got to travel 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 9-week tours, and yeah, we really grinded, man. We said yes to almost everything. You know,
yes.
We're hungry and excited to play. So yeah, for sure.
Sharon asking, where do you write a question? Write it in the chat room, Sharon. Also, there's we're doing super chat now. If somebody has something that has to be shouted out, a birthday, a loved one, you know, don't be shy. A super chat, I think, is $2 or $5. I'll shout it out super hard. That'll get my attention. But yes, Sharon, in the chat room. Ask Toby. This is from our boy Chucky Perez. Ask Toby if he listens to any recent hip hop artists.
The most recent ones I listen to that I really love and I've seen live perform. I love J. Cole. I love Kendrick. I know that's not really that new, but obviously the stuff my son plays, he plays all kinds of like Young Boy. He plays, I don't know, just a lot of the new hip hop. I went and saw Travis Scott like 2 years ago against my will at the Forum. When I got there, I was blown away. There was mosh pits. There were people diving. And I looked at my son. I go, why are they moshing here for? He's like, why did they mosh at your show? I'm like, all right, respect. It's a new generation. So yeah, Travis Scott, watched his documentary, super talented. Who else? Vince Staples.
Well, I mean, out there where you live in Hollywood. How old's your son now?
17.
Wow.
So he's on to like he's like Fit for an Autopsy is his favorite band. He likes death. He likes really hard metal stuff.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, he loves that. He found it himself. It's nothing that he grew up listening to in a house.
Yeah.
Like he saw Slayer on this festival a couple of years ago in Europe. We played a festival with them, and then he went to another stage and saw Fit for an Autopsy. He's like, oh my god! And it's like, you know,
I do not know them. Fit for an Autopsy.
Yeah, they're a great band, great guys.
Cool.
He loves them. Yeah.
Cool. Now it's time for Chucky Brown's question of the day.
Did he just have one about Rakim? That was a great one.
That I know that was like. This is our formal Chucky Brown question. Is it true Rusty, H2O guitarist, stole a tour bus in H2O along with the guys with 10 seconds to 30 seconds to Mars and drove to a party at Bam Margera's MTV Jackhouse?
Yes, and who the fuck is this Chucky, bro? He knows all the shit.
Yo, Chucky's
on point.
Chucky sings in Lenny's band Crazy Eddie. Chucky,
oh yeah, I heard of them.
Yeah. He sings with a mask on. Chucky's from Queens. He's a great supporter of the show, and he does question of the day. So tell us about that.
Rusty Pistachio. So we're on tour with 30 Seconds to Mars and The Used, I think, or Story. I'm not sure in particular all the bands on that tour. And yeah, man, Bam invited us back to his house, and so all the bus drivers were sleeping because they had driven all day that day and had to sleep that night. And Rusty fucking stole a tour bus, and H2O, I think, The Used and 30 Seconds to Mars, all of us jammed on one bus, and Rusty drove us through all these winding roads in Pennsylvania, and we went to Bam Margera's house. I was skating in his driveway. We hung out there all night, and then we drove the bus back early in the morning, and some of the drivers were like standing in a circle, like smoking outside, like super, super bummed, and they were threatening to leave the tour. And yeah, it was pretty stressful. But Rusty was like the hero of the tour who stole the tour bus.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a true story, man. Very true story.
Those things aren't easy to drive either, man.
No, Rusty can drive anything. Rusty stole a tractor in '94 at a European festival, and he drove H2O and Civ on a tractor around the whole entire muddy-ass festival. It was crazy.
Cool. All right, thanks, Chucky. So here's a little something from Karsten. Toby, you guys recently put up a poster with dates for a European tour next year. With the current situation with COVID, are you optimistic about this tour going as planned?
Well, like I said to you earlier, what I learned in this pandemic is not to stress about things I have no control over. Obviously, it's incredible to see all of our dates move till next summer, the festivals, the tours we're working on, but I have no control over that. It's really up to the governments and the states and the countries are going to let us play when they're going to let us play. Obviously, yeah, I'm totally psyched. I can't wait to go play a show. I have dreams about it, but it's kind of out of my control. So when it's safe and other bands are doing it, because all of our bands aren't playing now, yeah, I'm totally stoked. I can't wait to get back to Europe. And yeah, it's out of my control, but when it happens, I'll be there, and I can't wait.
Cool. All right, yeah, we'll do this. So, you know what? I want to talk about this first. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this before we do more questions. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this.
Awesome.
Let's talk a little bit about the nonprofit. You started a nonprofit, One Life, One Chance. Tell us a little bit about what it's about and what motivated you to do this.
Basically, there was a school teacher in Rockaway, Queens, who she made a mix CD for her students. It was called a PMA mix CD, and it was for like their spring break. And she said, listen to the songs, choose a song off this mix CD, and I want you guys to write something about it. And so when the kids came back, I think almost all of them, if maybe all of them, they all chose H2O song called Sunday, which is a song I wrote about my becoming a dad and my dad dying. They all connected to the song. And she's like, hey, next time you come to New York, come meet my students. You should come talk to the students and, tell them about your life. I'm like, why? Like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you're heavily tattooed. You're a musician. You're married. You're straight edge. You're vegan. You're not the typical stereotype sort of musicians that people hear about. And so I was like, sure. So I put a PowerPoint together, which I've never done in my entire life. And next time I went to Queens, my friend Vaughn Lewis came, and Kenny, my friend Tal Ronan. And I went and I spoke at the school. I had a PowerPoint thing on the wall with my life growing up. These are my friends. I lost from drugs and alcohol. It's my mom, my dad, the music I've done, my influence is these are some people you might recognize who also lead a straight edge life. And I just told my story, and it really connected. And people were crying, reading their letters to me. I started crying because I'd already cried reading all the. They said, "Oh yeah, wait, rewind." She sent me all the letters to my house, 50 letters. I read them all. I was bawling. Wow. So then when I got to go there and meet these kids, they read them in front of me again. It was super emotional. It's nothing I've ever experienced before. It's nothing like playing the show. You go on stage, people bought tickets to see you. They know what you're about. This is a totally different thing. And so I just started letting people know, hey, I want to do this. So you'd be surprised how many people from the hardcore community are like on the PTA, their teachers, their counselors, their principals. Everybody started reaching out to me. So I've done about 38 schools. I did become a nonprofit. Yeah, I haven't done a while, obviously with COVID and stuff. I've been asked to do some on Zoom. But yeah, it's something I love it so much. It's a way different connection. It's funny. I had all these cue cards. I wrote down everything from my first time speaking. And then once I started speaking and flicking my pictures, I never even touched the cue cards. But my main concern was not to swear, because I swear like a sailor on stage. So I'm like, I can't say fuck. I can't swear in front of these kids. I'm getting so in trouble. So I mainly focused on not swearing. And I'm gonna knock on wood. I never swore once at a school. That was my main concern.
Really?
But basically they're trying to break stereotypes. Hey, this is me. I've never tried anything. This is the music I grew up on. I'm not trying to win them over to like my band or my music. I'm just trying to lead by example and say, hey, not all tattoo musicians are drug addicts. We don't cheat on our wives. We're not weirdos. We're not, because the first thing they say is, I say to them, like, if you saw me somewhere, would you think I was drug free or I was, a healthy person? Like, nah, not at all. Just because of the way I look. So I'm just trying to break stereotypes.
That's great, man. I respect you for that. And that's really great. And getting in front of kids, man, and talking to them. And yeah, it's hard, but I relate to, you go out there and you speak from the heart.
Totally.
And it's like my dad says, like, wait, hold on, I got to put up the Arnie Stone banner, words of wisdom from Arnie Stone. Like my dad says, you go where the horse leads. You know what I mean? You get out there and you just kind of feel it and you just go with it, And people appreciate that way more so than if you come out there, reading some sort of stiff sort of thing.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I had people come in there like with suits on, and I lost everything to drugs and alcohol, and this is my life now. And for me, I'm speaking from mine's more prevention, not intervention. Mine's like, hey, you can still be, you can do what you love and look like me and be yourself and not, and still people respect you for your choices and do what you love. So
yeah, that's just great, man.
Thank you, man.
And I assume when things get rolling again, if schools ever open up and are normal again, you'll get out there and do it some more,
Yeah, I miss it a lot, and I made a lot of great. met a lot of great people and teachers and all kinds of stuff through that. And students still DM me once in a while. Hey, you spoke at my school 6 years ago, or people still reach out to me through social media,
awesome.
and it's really wonderful, man. I'm really happy about it.
Are you? Do you like your life out there in Hollywood?
It's different, you know. I left New York in 2000.
Tell us about it. You're in Maryland. You grew up and you were in New York, and then I mean, you've been in Hollywood now. You've been living in that house for years, right?
Yeah, I've been in this house 18 years, and I moved here in 2001. We lived in a 400 square foot apartment on 5th Street and 2nd Avenue.
Right.
And my wife was like, you know what? We need to look beyond these buildings and start a family. She liked California, and I left New York kicking and screaming. I did not want to come here, man. I was like, fuck the West Coast, blah blah blah. I love a lot of skateboarders from out. I love the bands, but I came out here, man, and like I fucking loved it. I love the space. We own a house. We had a child. Yeah, I'm your typical like hiking vegan, like hippie weird. I don't know, whatever. I love it. I hate driving, so I never drove my whole entire life. So at 33 years old, I had to get my driver's license, and the shit was so scary. And to this day, you can ask any of my friends, I drive so fucking slow. I drive under the speed limit. I drive like my grandma would have drove. I'm just a really safe driver. And
there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah, and I have so many people from the East Coast about it. I hang out mostly East Coast cats out here, and yeah, I love it. I don't miss the winter at all, but I do miss the seasons. Like right now, and I see pictures of my friends, and all the leaves are changing. We have that here, but it's just so beautiful on the East Coast right now, for sure. I miss that.
Yeah, listen, it's for me, it's two different things. I've tried to live out there a couple times, but
yeah, that's right.
I'm a New York guy, you know.
Yeah.
New York. Look, it's the New York Hardcore Chronicles live. You know, I'm a New York, as you know, I'm a New York.
But you were born there. That's the difference. You were
born and raised. I was born in. I was born in Queens, and I grew up in Manhattan, in the Bronx, and oh, that reminds me, I got yelled at. Chucky Brown is from the Bronx. How could I forget that?
Boogie down Bronx, man.
I said Queens. Man, I don't know what I was thinking, Chucky. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, you can't fuck up the boroughs like that, man.
Forget it, man. You know
Boogie down Bronx is great, though, man. It's a great place.
Toby, are you still drinking coffee?
Great question. I started drinking coffee last December, and I drank it for 1 month. I've drank it throughout my life once in a while. I feel like when I see all my friends drinking coffee, Rusty Pistachio especially, he's a total coffee connoisseur. I drank it for a straight month, and I think it's I think it's because I don't do anything that the caffeine really fucked me up. Like, it's literally the first drug I've really done, and I've done it for a month, and it made me so jittery. It made me shit myself. It made me dehydrated, and it made me take fucking naps. So it totally affected me, my heart, everything. So I had to cancel the coffee.
Dude, I can't drink caffeine. I've never drank coffee in my life. I never drank coffee.
Neither is my wife. She's never had either. My wife.
Right. So if I if I have like a Coke or something, or like an iced tea or something, I'll like tweak out and then it'll wake me up in the middle of the night. It's like I can't handle caffeine at all, man.
Yeah, so it really doesn't do good with me. I felt like when I was an adult drinking my coffee with my friends, like I tried decaf. I was like, nah. So yeah, I haven't had it in a long time, and I don't miss it. I do green tea maybe sometimes, but it gives me the shakes and the shits and dehydrates me and fucking makes me crash so hard.
That's what it's known to do. That's what
when I'm on it, my wife's like, dude, I'm so happy you never did drugs, because when I'm on, I'm just like a fucking spaz in this house. So
yeah. What did I see up there? Wait, I saw a good comment in here.
It's good for your bathroom, though. It's good to keep you,
Yeah. Mike Judge wants to know, is it true you're coming to Albany to hang out with all your friends?
Yes, I fucking am. I am definitely. I'm looking into flights. I'm bringing my wife.
All right.
I'm seeing when the coast is clear with all this insanity happening, but 100, Mike, I can't wait to come up there and hug you, bro. I love you. Mike Judge's the best, dude.
Yeah. Thanks for looking, chiming in, Mike. And we want you to come on the show soon, bro. You know, you're always welcome, man.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for Albany, bro. I'm coming for you, Mike.
Yeah. Addicted to iced tea. Or like my dad drinks iced tea and my dad drinks iced tea and Diet Coke all the time. He's 87 years old. what do you tell them? Like, don't drink that shit. It's not good for you. Like, oh, that's old school. That's old school right there.
And at that
like,
point, he's 87. He's lived his life, man. Like,
no, dude drinks Diet Coke and goes to sleep a half hour later. So go figure, you know, like.
It doesn't affect him, man. That caffeine doesn't affect him at this point.
Yeah.
Iced tea's great. Iced tea's great.
Yep. Hey, let's bring a Rap Bones and Steven Messina. Let's bring on some of our guys and let's hear what they have to say. We're starting to head down the home stretch. Let me clear the deck a little bit. It was a fun show, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go, Rap Bones. Here we go, Steven Messina. What's up, you guys?
What's up?
You're on Rap Bones.
Oh my God!
All right.
Yo, my man changed up his gear. Oh my God!
Oh, he's got the Prince shirt on.
It's tight.
All right.
Respect, Rap Bones.
Hey, Steven,
yes.
what do you got for Toby? Are you where are you? You still at work?
I'm approaching Jamaica. Can you see?
Wow, man, that's sick.
Yo, our show's off the hook. Dudes come on my show from work, bro. From work.
Train life.
Steven, what do you got for Toby, man?
I got a couple things.
Go ahead.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull my mask down. I shouldn't be doing that, but the first thing is that I think it's really cool that the opening of the New York Hardcore Chronicles film, one of my shots is in it, and it's you and Lou and Rabies from the Limelight.
That's a beautiful shot, man. I have that. I want to get that for you as a frame, and I have that obviously in my phone.
You know the one you're doing the straight edge X, yeah.
It's in there, yeah.
That's right. It's in the opening montage, yeah.
Yeah. That's a great photo, man.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorites. And it's funny, I just sent as soon as you said it, I'll have to send you directly afterwards. I gotta send your son some Fit for an Autopsy shots. I just shot them recently with Hatebreed and Obituary. And,
awesome.
Right before the lockdown. I think they're Long Island guys too, actually.
Yeah, no, Drew, the guy for Pat from Fit for an Autopsy was in Terror Zone. He comes from the hardcore scene.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
There you go.
I love Pat.
Go ahead, see, we're getting off one train. Hold on, we're going to another train here.
All right.
Guy's on the fucking
in the meantime, in the meantime, hold on. In the meantime, Rap Bones, what do you got?
Rap Bones, you take it from here.
Go ahead, Rap Bones. What do you got for Toby?
I got some stuff for Toby, man. Me and Toby go way back. Love you, bro. So proud of everything.
Love you too, man.
You know?
Thank you, man.
I want to just touch on 3 memories, and I got a great question for Toby. My first memory is when you guys played Coney Island High. I guess you were saying you toured sick of it all. They took you out. I knew you had it. When it's H2O, I won't hide it. It's not your basic tough guy hardcore like most people would think. So at first I kind of didn't get it. I was like, it's like, soft. But it really, you came back to Coney Island High and you did a big show. And you guys, from touring so much, I guess, over there, you just like melded. And I knew you had something special. So that was really cool. I remember that.
Thank you, Rap Bones. Thank you.
I got to tour with Murphy's Law. And you actually, we all, we influence one another in this game, and I'll never forget the one thing you did beyond. I never really seen a hardcore singer like have a monologue every night where you changed the name of the town, but you basically said the same thing every night. I picked up on that. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, even though you were hardcore, you had like a professional attitude going with how you wanted to present yourself. I thought that was really cool. Another thing you did, and it helped keep me and get me back in the game, and it influenced me to want to do things for myself too, even though I don't have a band. You brought a big pile of T-shirts and you put them on the merch table every night. And you'd pop them off for $10, $20 to the kids. And like, that's a fair price for what now go for $300-400 a shirt, right? So I thought that was really, really cool too. And, I have my T-shirt company now, and I made it out of thin air. And it's like, because we all help each other aspire one another to like be great and do this thing for the passion of doing it. And I thought that was really cool, an upcoming band, but you still kept it so real. And I really have a good question for you now. Those were just my experiences with you over the years. Of course, I knew you in California. You had me over the house. I love you and your family. I wish you and Mooney and Max the best always.
Thank you.
I want to ask you the serious question of, I know you were younger. A lot of the old heads pulled you up and embraced you and really helped you along the way, how to see things, what you were up to do. Who is All those guys are going to get you in a fight. Who was your main inspiration? Who really pulled you under their wing and you thought, this is really the way to go? Like, was it Roger? Was it Sid? Was it Pete and Lou? Like, I know it was a lot of people. Can you nail it down to who really gave you your, beyond what you were doing for yourself, they really inspired you to keep that message alive and really go for it?
I mean, fuck, man. That's a really hard one because it's not just
Rap Bones, kid.
It's not just a particular person. It's a group of people, because when I moved to New York at 18, I was dropped off at CBGB's to live with Timmy Chunks in Queens, which I lived with him for a month. His landlord kicked me out. And then Craig took me in to the Schick House with Devil. And then Arthur took me into Astoria, Queens. Dave Stein took me in with Squirm. Then they went to fucking the GB House, Sick of It All. So all those dudes took me under the wings like big brothers. It's so hard to pinpoint. Sick of It All, Gorilla Biscuits, Agnostic Front, fucking Isaac, fucking Freddie, Hoya, fuck, man, Murphy's Law, Jimmy Gestapo, everybody, Rabies, every single band. Killing Time, Anthony Caminale used to always call me the girly man from Maryland, but he took me under his wing and he fucking, Rap Bones, I want to see you when I'm talking to you now, but I can't. The thing about all those dudes that I got from them, bro, is that Rap Bones, the thing I got from all those dudes is something that you don't get anywhere in the world but New York. Is that tough love, that break your balls love, that like, we can pick on you, but some other person says something to you, he's getting rat packed. We have your back and we love you. We're family. There's so much ball breaking and mental fuck with, but it's all love. It's like a family. All those dudes put a tougher skin on me. I moved there by myself. In my yearbook, it says, move to New York City and support the hardcore scene. I had no idea what I was going to do. So every one of those people I mentioned, they all inspire me in different ways to do my band, to do it longevity, to do it honestly, to do it because I love it. All that shit, man. Like, I don't know, just Sick of It All took me that was like my college. They took me around the world. Like, I saw the whole world because of those guys. South America, Japan, man, nobody was going there. It's the New York Hartford. That I'm not from New York, but my band was born in New York, and I'll never forget where I come from. And that's my roots. And everybody involved, even you, man, dancing at the shows. You're part of all of my memories and all of my beginnings. And Drew, in these videos, is everything. We're all connected because of the scene. So I can't particularly say it was just this one dude. Although Timmy Chunks, I was a pen pal with. We wrote letters to each other. He's like, yo, come live with me. So he's the first person to invite me to New York. You know what I mean? He never told his roommate, which is brother, or the landlord, I was coming. So for me, I left my first love. I left my mom and my brothers, and I moved to New York by myself. And when I got there, I moved into Queens, and I've never been to CBG because it was fucking something I saw in fanzines. And then, boom, I was part of the scene where, like, everybody took me under their wings. And I remember fucking seeing you, Rap Bones, sleeping on the awnings, walking home from shows at night on fucking 8th Street. It's facts, dude.
Is that the awning we talked about, Rap Bones, on my tour?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, Toby, like a lot of people, you'd be at a show in the 90s, you'd be kind of lame, the pit ain't really, and you'd walk over to someone and be like, yo, pit, it's whack. And Toby was probably one of the only people to look back at me and go, you'll set it off then. You can set it off then. Like, anyone else, I would have been like, you go set it off, kid. But for Toby, we used to put it in work. We used to put in work, bro.
Rap Bones, you're one of the best dancers from the hardcore scene. You were one of the best people to watch at the shows, man.
Hey, Toby, when this thing blows over and you come back to New York, we got to do we got to do the New York Hardcore Chronicles 10 questions with Toby Morse. Okay, we got to do it.
I want to have you on my podcast too, man, for sure.
Please, I'd love to come on your podcast.
I want to next time I come out to East.
Don't put me at the back of the line with the other. How many podcasts do you have that are archived waiting to post?
Like 40. Oh my god. but I know.
So if you bring me on the show, I can't wait.
It's gonna be instant. I know.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. As you can see, that's a big part of what this show's about. This show happens in real time. People from around the world. It's all happening in real time, baby. Hey, hey, Rap Bones, cool.
Let me say one last thing to Toby before
come on, bro, get moving.
Another great memory of you, Toby. I was in California, and I lived near Sunset Boulevard, and I was working. I worked a production company, and I did Jimmy Kimmel Live, so I was getting to see, like, Motley Crue and Velvet Revolver and all these bands. and one of the Green Day. And I think from the Green Day connection, I wound up working on one of your shows when you toured what I believe it was AFI, Good Charlotte, Sun 41, and Hazen Street. And you know, even though that wasn't not Hazen Street was cool as shit, because I really at that time was happy for you. I appreciated what was going down for you, like how cool to bring hardcore out to the world like that, even though it wasn't strict hardcore. It was still you got it, so it carried the label. And even though Sum 41 was good, they did like a bunch of Metallica songs that night. Like that was a great time. Like how we got to run into each other all the way across the country like that. Just
I remember that.
Great.
I do remember that.
Good, man.
All right, Rat Bones. Well said, brother.
Yo, come to my sale at Thompson Square Park, everybody.
It's Halloween.
Halloween Day.
You know, there's a show. There's a show in Tompkins that day too. Karen Black is playing. I'm just saying, there's going to be a bunch of people there.
And I wore my Prince shirt for you, Toby. You can't.
Thank you, brother.
You can't be the only one rocking the pink, kid. All those cats.
I would show you my Prince tattoo, but it's on my ass. I can't do that right now.
Yo, now everybody, now's not the time, but people want to hear the awning. People want to hear the awning story, and I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
If you want to hear the awning story, you have to come out on the Drew Stone Music and Cinematic Walking Tour. You have to be a patron. If you're a patron, we're going out again and doing the walking tour next month. Rat Bones is a part of the tour, and he tells the awning story. So that said, thanks, Rat Bones. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Well, guys, hope to see you guys. Toby, it was a pleasure.
Love you, Rat Bones. Thank you, brother. You too, brother.
That was cool.
That was awesome. This has been great, man. This is awesome, dude.
Yeah, we have a good time. Hey, Steven, anything else there, buddy? Oh, you want another? Are you telling me you're driving?
You know,
you're driving that train?
Oh no, Casey Jones style.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually. All right. I'm heading home. You know what? Before I forget, I just want to shout out our friends in Enziguri are playing this Saturday somewhere in Brooklyn. I can't remember, but check their page, check their Instagram. They're great fucking band. Their new video is amazing, and they're playing this Saturday at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or something. Just wanted to give them a little shout out.
Cool. Skinhead on the MTA. All right, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
Soon,
we'll borrow that from
Thank you, buddy.
Toby, it was a pleasure.
You too, brother. Good seeing you, man.
All right. Well,
sick.
Yeah, man. Let me think. I think I covered everything. Great show again. Nothing to prove. All right. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for being a part of it. You know, the show's a lot of fun, and we're really blessed that we have a worldwide audience. And
yeah, it's great, man.
You know, it's fun. There's no knuckleheads. We have a knucklehead filter. You know, knuckleheads don't come by. They just don't.
I love it. It's super fun. I watched Todd Franz. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, Todd was cool, man.
Yeah, man. And you do your research, like that My Love Is Real videos. I'm still blown away by that video. I can't wait to post that. Oh my god!
So I've been holding that. I'm gonna post that, and I'll send you the link. Okay.
Crazy, man.
You know what? How about as we're heading out, we got a couple minutes. Here's another one from our friend Chucky Brown. Chucky Brown says, I believe Toby came out in Thrasher in '83, winning second place in a skateboard contest.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
1983, Narragansett, Rhode Island. I placed second place in a freestyle contest with the guys in Verbal Assault. Pete Kramiak, Fred Smith was there.
Wow.
And I have the Thrasher. It's in a plastic bag somewhere, and it's got my name and my picture. And yeah, second place on my Rodney Mullen board. Yeah. And who got first place was Fred Abong. He played drums in Vicious Circle. He got first place.
I assume here you go. Dale says, well wishes to Adam Toby from Scotland.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Dale.
Yep. And Jens says a great one again. Cheers from Germany. You know.
What up, Germany? Love you guys, man. Love Germany.
You know. I assume you still skate?
Still skate. Actually, like a month or two, I got to go skate at Steve Caballero's house. It was me, Steve Caballero, and Christian Soy. It was a fucking surreal day, dude. I'm going back there soon. Yeah, it was really awesome, man. Like become friends with those guys, and yeah, to skate with them was like a special couple hours.
I saw those pictures that you posted. They were pretty great.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I love ramps. I still do my tricks. I wear my pads my whole life. Dads wear pads.
Dads
So
wear
yeah,
dads wear
so
pads. That's good.
So my knees are still good because I always wear knee pads. The kids now, like my son, nobody wears pads anymore. It's crazy.
Really?
No, man. They slide. They do a thing where they can slide. They learned how to fall, man. It's very interesting, man.
Wow. That's
so yeah,
crazy.
I still skate. Love it, man.
Are you surfing?
Man.
Sander wants to know, are you surfing at all out there?
So I started surfing. That's the one thing I learned to do on this lockdown is learn how to surf. I've never liked the ocean. I live close to Venice. I live close to the ocean. I never liked sand. I never liked the ocean. But my son started surfing. He's really good. So I would go at 5 or 6 in the morning and just sit on the beach while he surfs. So I started trying it and I love it, man. Like it's really nice, man.
Cool. Good.
It's really fun.
Anybody?
I'm not the best. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother still lives in Venice Beach, and my brother,
nice.
my brother surfs down there, and all those spots. My brother's been surfing down there for a long time. Oh, Chris, Robots Will Kill. What's up? Great episode. I found the video from the show on Staten Island when Toby had to borrow my sneakers. What?
Yeah, I don't know why I needed sneakers. I don't know what I wore to the show. But yeah, I remember Chris. What up, Chris? I had to borrow his shoes at a show. I don't even know why. If he could tell me right now why I needed that. But yeah, I wore
Chris,
shoes
why did he have to borrow your sneakers? And it's kind of amazing that his sneakers fit you.
Yeah, but that might not necessarily be true. Maybe they were too big. I'm not even sure. Chris, what size shoe are you, man? That's crazy. I remember when that guy sneakers. Staten Island. They used to have good shows.
Anybody out there? Is anybody out there a 10.5?
Let me get your shoes for the show.
These Doc Martens are killing my feet,
bro. Yeah, I remember wearing the shoes, man. That's fucking so funny, man.
That's great.
Drew, I want to thank you for everything you've done with the scene. Continue to do all the videos you did. You took me and all my friends and put us in your videos. It was such great times back then, man.
Absolutely. Anybody you want to? Chris says he's a size 10.
That's me. I'm a size 10. Yes, this is all true.
Once again, thanks for being on the show. Anybody on the way out you want to shout out, thank anybody here, or draw any attention to anything you got going on?
You can check out the One Life One Chance podcast. It drops every Monday, a new episode. One Life One Chance podcast on Instagram. That's been super fun to do. Yeah, man, that's about it, man. Just doing the podcast, and hopefully we'll play a show sooner or later, man. Just keep a lookout for that when we're going to come to your town or city. But yeah, man, I want everybody to stay healthy out there, and we're going to make it through this. It's a crazy time, but we're all in this together, man. Regardless of anything, we're in this together, and we're going to push forward, I hope,
Fantastic. Thank you for your good, positive message, Toby. We'll talk soon.
Awesome, brother. Thanks for having me, Drew. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Take care. Well, there you have it. New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, the Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, and Your Core Hardcore fan page. Our guest today was Toby Morse from H2O and Hazen Street. It was a great show. A lot of fun. Coming up next on Sunday, we got John Connor. Are you John Connor? From Dog Eat Dog. Got some good... look forward to seeing me on Toby's show. Yeah, well, I do other people's shows once in a while. Great show, great dude. What's up, Ack? What's going on in Tallahassee, brother? I'm in Florida as well. Federico, thanks for the show, Drew. It was awesome. It was a great show, and really enjoyed Toby's positive message. That was really cool. And the Nas album is dope too. Thank you, Ashley, and thanks for being such a part of interactive part of the show. And thanks to everybody out there around the world that come and chime in the chat room. That's really what makes this show great. I'm just part of it. Walk off home. I love this. Where's that? Walk off home run, Drew Stone. He does it again. Oh, thank you. That's really kind. Now you're speaking my language. It's a walk off home run. That's great. Sharon, if you just type this out, then you could type out a question. It's the same thing. You just type it out, and just the same thing you just did. The same way you just typed out, still can't figure out how to post a question that gets asked. You post it, right? Same thing. It's not rocket science, Toots. You know? Jesus, Moses. What do you want me to do? Smoke it for you? Sorry for joking earlier, roughly. Mark, you can do no wrong, bro. You know, the show loves you and you love the show. You know. Alfred, saludos de Argentina. All right. Hope you're well in Argentina, man. Yep. Drew, let me know about the walking tour. We'll do it again next month. We'll do it next month. I gotta figure out the date. That's about it. I wonder, is there anything else we need to talk about? People around the world? No, my Patriot. Listen, it's all good. It's all good. This didn't ring. This didn't ring during the show, but I think she doesn't know you pick them, Drew. Oh, yes, you post it and then I pick them. Sometimes a question will go past me if in the chat room, but I pick them. I pick them in the show. You know, hey May, how are you? Did you marry London yet? Do you know if May married London, she would be May? That's kind of awesome. You know? What are the chances of getting Eddie Leeway on the show? I don't know. Pretty good, I guess. Haven't really focused on Leeway, on Eddie, but you know, it's inevitable. We'll have Eddie Sutton on the show eventually. Yes, hon. Yep. May. Here you go. That said, May. Good. All right. Good show. A lot of fun. No sense taking any more of your time. We'll see you. We will see you in a bit. We'll see you. Let me clear the deck here. How did Jim do while you were gone? Jim did okay. I have to hide him from my dad. My dad will throw him out. You know, if my dad finds Jim, he will be thrown out. So don't throw me out. Don't let Arnie throw me out. Can't let that happen, you know? Yeah, Eddie did 2 questions. Yeah, we'll get Eddie. Don't worry. Arnie's good. We're going to have dinner after this. And we're working on our new Ian from Minor Threat. Oh, well, now, yeah, well, okay. How about Henry Rollins while you're at it? All right. Good, you know, good suggestion. I haven't thought of that. Ian from Minor Threat. Fuck, how about Henry Rollins? Fuck, I haven't even thought of that. You know. Yeah, Jim's been on South Beach. He lost a little weight. Oi, Jim. What's for dinner? I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner yet. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll get. You know what? I'm gonna get Arnie on the next show. On Sunday's show. We'll get Arnie on. That said, when I'm down here, it's easier to get Arnie on. So you know, that's it. HR. Oh, Rat Bones. Is that right, Rat Bones? HR?
Yeah, let's get HR. He's great.
Yeah, we can get HR. Yeah. All right.
I mean,
good.
That would be epic.
Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison. Well, he's kind of dead. That won't work.
You for HR for 100th episode, Drew.
Yeah, I got a couple ideas for the 100th episode. Yeah, Toby had HR. Well, if Toby had them, then Toby was good.
Toby's great people, man. You know?
What's happened in New York Hardcore Comics? There you go. We love you. Lee and Debo. Yeah, man. That said, Roy and Jesse from Nausea. You know what? I'm working on. I got to get Roy on. Roy would be good.
Let's ask the people. Where is Izaguri playing Saturday?
Hey, when's Enziguri? Where's it playing?
I believe it's in Bushwick.
Oh yeah, it is. It's in Bushwick.
Yeah.
Time maybe entice people to come out early and then go to the show.
I think there's 3 bands. I think they're the first band.
Yeah.
Here's a suggestion to John Joseph. Listen, the thing about John Joseph and Harley and Paris is once you go with one of them, you just never you make enemies with the other ones, and I don't want to be in the middle of it, and I don't want Cro-Mags the same way we don't want politics on the show. I don't really want to deal with Cro-Mags drama on the show, but
So then we'll just get Danzig.
Or Gary from Propane. Gary's definitely on the list.
Oh, Propane would be awesome.
Oh, Brooklyn. Yeah. Chucky says it's Brooklyn. Oh, here we go. 290 Meserole Street is Enziguri.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right?
That rat race video is awesome. The new Enziguri video.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Thanks.
And great show today, Drew. Great.
We still got to. Oh no, that's right. Actually, we won't see you till after Halloween. Happy Halloween, Rapones.
Yep. I'm going to be doing my sale from 1 to 5 at Tompkins Square Park, regardless, man.
If I was in New York, I'd be there. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Great show. I'll see you on Sunday. Are you, John Connor? Until then, do good things. A good thing will come.